Welcome everyone. We are doing the topic of right circular cone and let us derive the formula for its chord surface area. Okay. Let me show you a cone. This is a cone shape which I made by taking a sector of a circle. When you join the sector like this, I have stapled it, so we got a right circular cone. Now if we open it and we talk about this sector, so there is a connection between this sector and the cone. The curved surface is made up of the sector. So it means the curved surface area of cone is same as the area of the sector of the circle. Now how to find out? You all know that area of a triangle is half base into height. Now let us make very small triangles here. You can see this triangle with base B1. This triangle, you can make it more smaller. You see, you have to make it, consider it, visualize it, imagine it very small, such that the base is quite negligible. And in that situation, this radius and base will become perpendicular to each other. So radius will work as a height and this B1 as a base of the first triangle. Similarly, the other triangle. So if we add up all the areas of these triangles, we'll get the area of the sector. Means the CSA of cone is equal to the area of sector. And what is this area of sector? Is sum of areas of all the triangles. So let us start writing. First triangle area will be half radius into the base B1. Half base into height or half height into base. Both are the same thing. Plus half radius into B2 plus half radius into B3 and so on. We keep on adding. There are so many triangles. Infinite many triangles are there, so the sum keeps on. Now what can we take common here? We can take half and R common. We left with B1 plus B2 plus B3 plus so on. Means sum of all the bases. So what it gives us? It gives us this arc length of the sector. The arc length of the sector. Now can you think what is the relation between this arc length and the base of the cone? We see that the base of the cone is actually equal to the arc length. So we can write it, this B1 plus B2 plus B3 is same as the circumference of the base. And what is that? It is 2 pi r. So we can write it as half into r into 2 pi r dash. R dash depict the area of the radius of the base. Now, what is the relation between this radius and the slant height of the cone? Aren't they equal? And we represent this slant height, this length, the distance of the vertex from the boundary of the base. The distance of the vertex from the boundary of the base, the straight distance, is the slant height. So small, this r will work as L. So I can replace r with L. So what we got? We got that CSA is equal to half into L into 2 pi r. So half and 2 will get cancelled. We left with pi r L. So CSA of cone is pi r L. So this is, in this way we can prove the formula for the curved surface area of the cone. Now if you add the area of the base also, if I put this cone on a surface like this, if you put the cone like this, then the base is a circle. So that area of the base circle will also be included and we'll get the total surface area. Means TSA of cone is equal to CSA plus base area. Later on we can replace this r dash with r also. In general writing, the way of writing the formula, we can take r common here, r dash and plus r dash. So what is the formula for TSA? It is pi r dash into r plus r dash, where r dash is what? The area, the radius of the base of the cone. You can replace this r dash with small r. Even this radius can be represented by capital R. You can write here capital R just to distinguish, and we'll take it as a R. No need of dashes. Okay, I hope you all have understood. You can write this derivation of the formula. It will help you to understand how the formula has come. Now we will use this question formula to solve our question number 8 of the exercise. So let us try to solve this question number 8 of exercise 13.1. It says that a bus stop is barricaded from the remaining part of the road by 50 hollow cones made of recycled cardboard. Each one has a base diameter of 40 centimeter and height 1 meter. So the base diameter is 40 and this height is, vertical height is 1 meter. If the outer side of each cone is to be painted, the cost of painting is rupees 12 per meter square. What will be the cost of painting all these 50 cones? So we need to draw the figure. We want to paint it from the outside, so it means we need to calculate the curved surface area. For the curved surface area, the radius and the slant height is required. So let us first of all find out the radius and the slant height. We know diameter of the base is 40 centimeter, so the radius will be half of it. It is 0.2 meter. As the height is given in meter, so we need to convert the radius also into meters. The unit should be same. Height of the cone is 1 meter. So what will be the slant height? Slant height, you know this height. The distance of the vertex from the boundary of the base is the slant height. We know the formula under root h square plus r square using Pythagoras theorem. So put the value of h and r, it is 1 square and 0.2 square, which gives you 1 plus 0.04. So it will be equal to under the root 1.04, and it is given in your book as a hint also that under root 0.4 is the square root of 1.02 meter. So this is our slant height. Now let us use the formula for curved surface area of cone to find out this curved surface area of a single cone. Then we will multiply it with 50, because there are total 50 cone need to be painted, and then we will multiply it by the rate of painting, which is rupees 12. We can do all this thing together also. Let us see how. So let us see. We have reached till here that the slant height of the cone is 1.02 meter. Now let us find the curved surface area of one cone. It is pi RL, which is equal to 3.14. The value of pi will take here 3.14. As we see, neither the radius nor the slant height are multiple of 7. So in such situation, it is better to take the value of pi as approximately 3.14. Put the value of the radius is 0.2 and 1.02 is the slant height. Now convert these in, put the value now cone surface area of 50 cones will be 50 times the curved surface area of one cone. So 50 multiplied by this. Now convert these into fraction to make the calculation easy. Otherwise you can directly multiply them also. Now you see here we have 50 to 2 by 10. So you can just multiply. It is 100 or into 314 upon 100 into 2 by into 100 2 by 100. So this in this 100, and we have this 10 also, we can write here 1000. So 102 multiplied by 3112 is equals to, you can separate it 100 plus 2. So 100 times this will be 31400 plus 2 times of this is 628 upon 1000. You can add up. So it will be 82023
into divided by 1000. So it is 32.028 meters square.
Now this is the total curved surface area of 50 cones. Now what finally we have to tell the cost of painting. Now we know what is cost of painting. So the cost of painting is rate into area. Area is this, rate of painting we have mentioned. Now let us put the values. So the rate is 12, area is 32.028 meters square. When we multiply this with the 12, we get 384.336 rupees. Approximately 384 you can say, because after decimal the number which is there is less than 5. We will take approximately equal to 384. So by using the formula of CSA we can find the cost of paintings. Thank you very much. Keep trying, solve the whole exercise, try to do the question. We will take our questions and your problems in our live class. Thank you very much.